and welcome to today's speed build. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us, and if not, then welcome back. So today I am so excited because this is my third video where I am building for my Newcrest save file. Now if you don't know, I am pretty much building Newcrest. It's one of the worlds that we got in the base game. It's the plain world that doesn't have anything in it, and I decided to make my own save file for it and fill it up with builds that I have done. And I am using base game. I felt like it was only appropriate to just go with the whole shebang and just do base game, since you know it's a base game world. It made a lot of sense, so that is what I am doing now. If you haven't seen my other videos or my overview, please feel free to check those out. It will just give you a little bit of a better idea of what we're kind of working towards doing. But this is going to be my first home where it is not budgeted, and I am so excited to share this with you guys because I am so incredibly obsessed with how this turned out. I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I'm just so happy with it, and I love the exterior so much, but I think I love the interior just a little bit more. It's so gorgeous on the inside. I felt like I was finding objects that I didn't even know existed or I didn't even realize were base game, and yeah, I just had so much fun with it. Now this house, this like household, is of course not budgeted, which means it's going to be for a family. So this house I intended to be for some townies that are going to be in the world with you, and I had spoken about a few times what I was going to do regarding townies, and a lot of people really seem to want to see me do it and see me kind of like decorate the townies on camera. So that is something that I'm going to be doing. Now I'm not going to be doing it like continuously straight after every single build that I do for a family, but I will be doing it, so it will be like a follow-up series. I mean, it's the same series, but it will be like extra content that will come out along with these videos. Now I am just so excited to talk about this household. I haven't felt this excited about a home I've made in a long time, but considering this is fully base game, I'm just so proud of it, and I really love how it turned out. Now this household is going to be for 6 Sims, so when I do eventually do my little video where I am you know, showing them on camera and, you know, decorating the actual Sims themselves, you'll be able to hear more about them because I'll probably go more in depth on there. But pretty much this household is going to be for 6 Sims, which is going to consist of 2 parents, a older son. I'm thinking like a teenager. He's probably around like 16. There's going to be a infant which shares a room with the brother. And does he enjoy that? No, but the baby, the infant brother, he definitely enjoys it. And then there's also 2 kids, and one is a boy and one is a girl. So yeah, I'm super excited to get into that dynamic. I will talk about it a little bit more like while I move on to the inside and I'm kind of decorating their spaces. But for now, yeah, that's the kind of dynamic I had in mind, and I think this home turned out super cute for them. So yeah, as I was saying, it's for 6 Sims, and I feel like this is such a good size for 6 Sims. Now there does end up being in the back garden a pool, a grill, some places to plant, also a dining table, and then also a little mini greenhouse, because I thought, why not? Like, I'm not using a budget, I can afford to have a greenhouse. And also I just wanted to try and build a greenhouse without using the like greenhouse kit, so I felt like this was the perfect time to do that. Honestly, although I have built in The Sims for quite a while now, I feel like this save file is really helping me with building, and that might sound really silly, but I feel like there's so many things I'm still like, oh, this exists and I can use this, and because I'm using base game, you have to get a little bit more creative. So I'm definitely using a lot of creative liberties when I am building at the moment, and yeah, I'm just enjoying it so much. I'm really excited for the upcoming ones to come out. I feel like I am currently in a position where I'm doing a lot of the save file, and then I'm not doing as many just like regular builds. But I hope that's okay. Please let me know if you're like really missing the usual content. I am still, of course, going to be bringing out normal content as well. But at the moment, I'm just so excited about this save file, and I just want to keep adding to it. And also, I want to get it out for you guys because I plan on doing like other worlds as well eventually. So, with of course restrictions as well, depending on, you know, where you guys vote on me doing next. But yeah, so I'm just taking it as it comes, but I'm so excited. But anyway, as you can see right now, I'm using debug, and I'm using this pole that I found, and I thought this looked really cool because it kind of makes it look like one of those drain pipes on the side. So that's what I used there. I thought that was so sweet. And then I've used this little brick wall, so it's like a little cobblestone wall, and I thought it looked really sweet just out the front. It is debug, so completely free. Not that it matters, because this is a not a budgeted build, but I just thought I'd mention it. I do end up changing the swatch to like the white one because I thought that looked a little bit cuter, but yeah, I love it so much. And then I use like the normal standard fencing around the back. Honestly, that base game fence is like my favorite fence. I really like the picket one, which I think is from, is it a pool? Oh, what is the name of that pack? Pool Day? Did I just make that up? Did I make that up? Is it called Pool Day? I actually can't think now. That's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna call it Pool Day, and if it's not called that, I am so sorry, but it's from that pack. I really like that one, but of course I couldn't use it due to this being so limited. So yeah, I used my go-to base game one, which I love so much. I am not complaining because if I get to use that fence, then it's a good day. I love that fence. But yeah, so in the back you'll end up seeing like a pool, and of course the greenhouse and things like that. Now I started to get super like paranoid because I was like, oh, I've used the same roof on all three houses, and I was thinking about it so much, and I was like, I didn't even realize at first, but I think this might be my favorite like roofing. I didn't even notice at first, and then I was like, oh, I've used it 3 times, and I was getting really like stressed. I was like, I'm gonna have to change one of them, and yeah. But then I was like, okay, one, I've used them in different swatches, so I feel like that helps. But two, like, they're all in the same world, so they're all in the same, like, they're not in the same neighborhood, but they're all in the same place. It's not crazy that some people would have the same roof. So for the next ones, I'm going to try not to use this roof. I'm going to keep it in my mind subconsciously. But yeah, I was freaking out over it as if it was this big like deal. And I was like, Hannah, calm down. It's all good. I'm sure people are not going to be too upset that you've used the same roof. But let me know, because I am thinking for the next 2 like homes to go next to this one, because of course there's going to be like 3 in a row, and then I think the one in the end is going to be a budgeted home. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember the blueprint now, actually. It might actually be a community lot. I'm not too sure, but I think there's like 3 homes that I'm putting in a row, and I just wanted to know, do you want them all to look the same in terms of, do you want them to look like this but be different colors, of course have different like things in the garden and have different like vibes to them, of course, not like a carbon copy, but do you want them all to look like this one, or do you want me to go a whole different route and make them look kind of different to each other? I feel like for it being a kind of neighborhood, it would make sense if they all followed a similar vibe, just because that is kind of how it works in the real world. Like homes that are next to each other tend to look alike. But if you want me to do something a bit different, if you would rather that they look a little bit, not a little bit, but like a lot different, and have them in a row, please let me know, because I'm so down to do whatever. The thing is, this save file, as much as I enjoy it, it is for you guys as well. Like, you guys are the ones that will be downloading it, or even if you're not downloading it, you know, it's content as well for you to watch. It's stuff for you to enjoy, sit down and relax, and whether you want to, you know, download it or not, that's completely fine. But, you know, this is still your project as well, so I really really want you guys to have a say. But yeah, now I want to mention that I did include the grill, and I was trying to keep in mind that because this is non-budgeted, of course, to use kind of better stuff, because I suppose, I mean, you could, like, if you wanted to, once you get a lot of money, depends how you're playing The Sims. I mean, everyone plays The Sims differently. If you wanted to move into this household and you want to like evict the family, I still wanted the house to have things of higher value. So that's like a better grill, a better fridge, a better cooker, all of the above. I wanted you to have all of that, because if you're not playing it like the traditional way and you don't want the Townies to be in here and you want to play in this house, I just wanted that to be like accessible for you, which I hope it is. But yeah, anyway, here is me making the little dining table. Now, I struggled with this pool. For some reason, I just couldn't get it right, but I knew that I wanted to use the round one, because let's be real, the round looks so much nicer than the square one. But I ended up putting like a big dining table outside and then adding the umbrella to the middle, just because we don't have like a big square one with an umbrella. But I believe the seats have 6 seats, so it was perfect for this household. But yeah, the pool ended up working. I ended up just putting it against the fence, which I think looks okay. And yeah, I just cluttered it up with a lot of landscaping, like a lot of it. I had so much fun with this. I feel like that's what's been like really helping with these builds. Even in the ones that are budgeted, I'm able to use a lot of plants because they're debug, and I think that's helped me so much, because I think I really would struggle otherwise. Now, we're moving on to the inside of the build. So this is me doing the floor plan just now, which I don't normally show, but I thought I may as well show it. Also, by the way, I will be doing a little overview at the end of this video. Sorry that I've not said that yet, but I'll be doing a little overview like I did in my last one, just so you can see it up close and personal. But yeah, here's me doing the floor plan, so you can see I've kind of placed things already just to kind of get an idea of what it was going to look like all laid out. So as you walk in, there's going to be a little hallway, which is going to be an office space. Then next to that is a bedroom, and then as you walk into the open plan space, that's going to be for kitchen, dining, and also living space. And then there's a big bathroom. I normally make my bathrooms like much smaller, so normally with bathrooms I tend to make them like the 2x3, or is it 3x2? I mean, same, is that the same? I don't know, but I make them I make them like as small as possible. But I decided for this one, I wanted to make it a little bit bigger, because honestly, I prefer when I play to have a bigger bathroom, and I just thought it would be nice to do something a little bit different also. So on the upstairs, there ends up being 2 bathrooms. One of them is an ensuite, so one of the bathrooms is for the son, the oldest son, and he's got an ensuite. He's got like quite a small room, and he also shares with his little brother. His room would be quite big. His room would be like one of the bigger ones if he didn't have to share. But yeah, I'll go more into that. But yeah, and then there ends up being like a normal size bathroom upstairs as well. Oh, by the way, I'm really sorry if you can hear like any wind or anything. There is a storm right now in Scotland. So I can hear it. I don't know if you can, but yeah, if you can hear any wind, that is why. It's been really bad. So I was actually supposed to be at work today, but we got it off because of the storm, which, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it, but it was unexpected. And then yeah, I've got all my pets in as well, because of course can't have them going out when, you know, there's like 100-mile-per-hour winds. But anyway, that is me talking about something so random and off topic, but I just thought I'd mention it. But as you can see, we're decorating the little entrance and office space. So this space I think is so sweet. Now this is the item. This item, I had never seen it before. So it's like this little rack, and it has like these kind of embroidery blankets hanging on it, and it looks so sweet. I'd never seen it in my life, and I am obsessed with it. So Yes, I only used it once because I was like, it's going to be super obvious that I had never seen this item before if I start putting it all around the house. But I will definitely be using that in the builds to come. Something that I am scared about, we're moving on to the dining room here, by the way. Something that I am scared about though is that I'm going to have things be very repetitive, and I am going to try my absolute hardest to not do that. I want everything to feel very different and very original, and I was trying to use items in swatches that I hadn't used, or maybe also just like add things that I don't typically add, just to give it a little bit more individuality. I just thought that it worked a little bit nicer. But yeah, here's me doing the dining space. Now, these two doors that you can see, that is supposed to indicate a sort of cupboard. Now, I did think about adding stuff to that little cupboard and like making it actually look like one, so that if your Sims do go in there, you know, there's actually something in there. Let me know. I probably, now that I've said it, I probably will just go back and add that in. You might see it in the overview that I do at the end of the video, so just keep an eye out for that at the end. But yeah, just to give it, you know, a little bit more detail, and just so it's not empty, because if your Sims decide that they want to open the door and stand in there, then at least it can look like they're standing in a cupboard and not just a dark empty room. But anyway, here's me doing the kitchen. Now, this kitchen is quite a nice, decent size. It's pretty big. I really like it. I added a cooker, a sink, a fridge, all of your necessities. I added these like steel ones. I thought they looked really nice. By the way, I keep saying your Sims, like, but that's just on the premise that you're gonna like move in here. Of course, this is technically for the Townies that would be here, which I feel like is a good time to talk a little bit more about their dynamics. So I was thinking that this family, they're called the Winslows, and of course there is two parents, as I was saying. So first of all, the dad. Now, the dad I was thinking is 42. His name is Henry, and he works as the principal at his son's high school. Now, he is always having to try and get his son out of trouble. His son, by the way, is 16 years old. His name is Jace, and he is super unmotivated in classes, and that ends up getting him into a lot of bother with other teachers and students. And his dad definitely like deeply cares for him, but you know, he's also the principal, so he does have a responsibility that he has to keep up. So he's not able to, you know, give the treatment that he is, you know, wanting to give. He needs to have disciplinary as well as also having support, which I think he really struggles with, and I think that Jace also really struggles with that as well. I think one of the reasons that he is super unmotivated though is because he really just wants to become a streamer, and he doesn't see the point in school, he doesn't see the point in having good grades, he just wants to be a streamer. But he finds it very difficult to balance that time because he's at school all the time, and then he's not able to stream at night because he actually shares a room with his younger brother, his baby brother, by the way, his little infant brother, which is called Rory. He really struggles with that, I think. And yeah, that's the kind of dynamic between the dad and the son. I think otherwise though, they're super close, and in the house I think that they are best friends, and they have, like, you know, the private talks that need to be had in private. But yeah, in school I think sometimes it can get in the way of their relationship, and you know, I think Jace tends to hold a bit of a grudge against his dad if something has happened at school, and then, you know, they go home and he's still holding that grudge. So yeah, that's kind of what I think is going on with them. Otherwise though, I think that the dad is super good at his job, and I think he's a very sweet principal where he kind of lets everyone off with warnings and stuff, you know, unless it's super serious. But for the most part, he's just super happy to be teaching his students. He's very passionate. I mean, he's the principal, so I think he doesn't so much teach classes, but he'll obviously hold like assemblies and do things like that where he'll teach things. just overall, he's just a lovely guy. Then moving on to the mum and her dynamic. So I'm thinking that her name is Bridget. She's 41, so she's like a year younger than the dad. And she actually works in healthcare, so she is a doctor. So I mean, if you're playing with this family, I don't know if you are or not, but you could always, like, if you have get to work, you could use that. It's completely up to you. But I'm thinking for this townie, Bridget, she works in healthcare at the hospital and she really loves her job. She loves and cares about people so much. And I think ever since she was a little girl, all she wanted to do was help people. And Henry has known this. Like, he knows that that's what Bridget is like. Like, she is just such a caring person. She's such a good mum, and I think that's why he just knew that he wanted her to be his wife, because she is so caring, and she's like that with him, she's like that with the kids, and she definitely doesn't slack off when she's at work. She is always doing everything she can to save everyone she can and to help everyone, because she's just so sweet. Now in her spare time, she loves to bake for her family. She enjoys it so much. She's very good at baking as well. I think that the dad maybe does more of the cooking, but she prefers to do the baking, and it also de-stresses her a little. So you'll kind of know when she's stressed, because she will be cooking. She'll be baking. She'll be baking up everything she can. I think that she also loves to bake with her daughter. Her daughter's name is Paige, and she's 11, and yeah, her daughter is so sweet. I think that she loves to do gymnastics, and that's something that she goes to like every Wednesday. She's got gymnastics class, and yeah, she goes and she does that. And then I imagine that like on the way home, her and her mum will stop off and grab food somewhere and then bring it home for the family. So that's kind of their treat on a Wednesday. But yeah, the daughter is super sweet. She gets along really well with the younger boy in the family. Now his name is George and he is 9, and sometimes he does help out with the baking, but he's a busy little man, because he likes to play with his friends like a lot. He likes to go out and play in the garden. I think he's really close friends with the neighbors and things, and he likes to play with them. And he also loves to go to clubs after school, so I'm thinking he probably goes to like 2 clubs a week. He's so sociable. He's like a little sociable butterfly. He definitely has that trait. And yeah, he also asks for sleepovers a lot. That's something that he's really into the now. With being so young, like he's only 9, so he's just loving having his friends stay over and they get to play games and, you know, tell stories and watch movies. And I think that the mum, Bridget and Paige, the daughter, they like to make, like bake for them when they come round. And I think that they make the best cookies. Like his friends are always like, oh my god, these are the best cookies I've ever had. And I think that he also enjoys it as well, and you know, he's quite proud. He's like, yeah, that's my family. And then we have the, of course, youngest child in the family, which is Rory, and he is 1, and he doesn't have much going on in his life yet, of course, but one thing is for sure, he loves his big brother Jace so much, and he's also super cheeky. He's got a little cheeky personality, and he's so sweet. Like he's so cute. I think that Paige like is so protective of him. Like she just wants to like do whatever she can to protect him, but he is just so interested in his big brother Jace. Like he really looks up to him. I think because he's like he's always playing games all the time, and he's always in his room. So to Rory, he is loving it. He's like, I get to spend the whole day with my brother. I mean, he's only 1, but I imagine that he just loves the company of his big brother. Whereas his brother, although he loves Jace so much, he really just wants his own room, and he just wants, like, you know, away from him in the best way possible. So I imagine that the parents, Henry and Bridget, are trying to figure out what they can do, because they don't want him to be unhappy, and they know that he is now slacking off at school because of it. I think that obviously with Henry being the principal, he knows for certain that like there's something that he has to do, just because his grades are not going to improve and it's just going to keep going downhill. So I think they're definitely working out a way for, you know, maybe the rooms to be shifted around, maybe like Rory, the youngest, to get put in with his mum and dad, something like that. But yeah, I also think that this is like a dynamic that will progress and progress. So there'll definitely be more to this family, but that's the kind of dynamic I had in mind. So honestly, I am super excited to like get into that family and to decorate the household, because of course that's what I'm going to be doing in a separate video. So I really can't wait for that. I hope you guys are as well. Please let me know what you think of the dynamic. I thought that it was super sweet. And also, I don't know if I mentioned, but the dad, he really loves gardening. That is why they have like the little greenhouse out back. The dad is a big gardener. Like, he loves to do that in his spare time. I think that is something that him and Jace used to do when Jace was a bit younger, but now, although they're still super close, they have kind of drifted a little bit and they've not done it so much. So yeah, if you're wanting Townies to move in here, like the Townies that I make, then that will be their dynamic. And if you're wanting to play with it yourself, then you could progress upon this story as you like. But yeah, I will be making Townies for this because I'm so happy with the overall dynamic. I think it would be super cute to do. I've already written it all down, like I'm so excited. But here we are, we're moving on to the second bedroom. So I'm sorry, I spoke all the way through like the living room, the bathroom, and also the parents' bedroom. I did just make the upstairs bathroom the same. I changed a few slight things, but it's pretty much the same. The color scheme's different. But yeah, this is Jace's room. So Jace lives in here with his little brother Rory, and you can probably tell that since there's like a crib in here. And yeah, this is a super cute little room. So as you can see, it would be a relatively big room, but obviously the crib takes up quite a little bit of it. I think that that's probably something that really annoys him. Now, I did originally put a chair in this corner, but I do end up switching it out for a wardrobe because I wanted to make sure that every bedroom has at least one wardrobe. Just for functionality purposes, I wanted that to be in place. But yeah, this is little Rory's side of the room, except for of course the desk. I think that he probably sits and plays in like his sister's room quite a lot because there's obviously not much in here for an infant. So I can imagine he goes into Paige's room and, you know, he plays around with her because yeah, in here, there's not really much for a kid, but yeah, here is the bathroom. So this is the ensuite for Jace. So he's got his own bathroom. I mean, he's kitted out, and it's just very plain. It's just like grey and white, and I don't know, blue? No, grey, just grey. I think it's just really grey and white. But I thought that was cute, and I thought it was nice to give him his own bathroom because, with him being older, I feel like he probably would appreciate having that, especially since he has to share a room. I think that just helps him. But yeah, we're now doing the hallway. Now, I wasn't too sure what to add here, so I did put in a chess table. I felt like it made sense, and I was also thinking the younger brother, maybe one of the clubs he goes to is like a chess club, and so I thought it made sense to have that. And also, I just like to put chess tables for an extra activity for your Sims. I'm still saying it as if like you're going to be using it, but like I want it to be an option. So like if obviously, you know, you want to play, it is possible. So that's why I'm saying it like that, just in case you're like, but this is for the Winslows. Like I know, but I still want it to be functioning, and also I want it to be functioning anyway, just because yeah, it wouldn't really make sense if it wasn't. But anyway, we're moving on to the first kid's bedroom. So this one is going to be for the boy. So George is in here and he's got such a cute little bedroom. I think this is like one of my favorite bedrooms. It is so sweet, and I love the shape of it. It's the same shape as his sister's, but oh, I just love it so much. So he has got a lot going on in here. He's got the little baseball bed, which I thought was so cute. He does have a little desk. I think that he probably really takes after his brother as well. Like he looks up to his brother also, but he's not got like a little setup like his brother does. He has got like just a little tablet at the moment, just because he's so young. He's only 9, so you know he's still working his way up to and being able to get that. But I think he's a very mature little kid, and like he probably will end up getting a computer of some kind soon. I think that him and Jace are quite close, and I think that Jace is the type of brother that he would buy like him a computer. Maybe not at the moment because he's so like unmotivated with school and stuff, and he's trying to be a streamer and he's going through like so many emotions right now, but usually he's the type of brother to do that. And he is a really loving brother, like Jace, I mean, but he's just going through it right now. But I think he would buy that for George, and he definitely loves him so much. But we're now moving on to Paige's room. So she's got the little room next door. I made sure to add these little bags, and I also added the lunch boxes to the kitchen downstairs, which you'll see me do in a moment. But this is Paige's room. I love her room so much. It is so cozy, so colourful, there's so much going on, and she's got a little desk as well. I also gave her a tablet just so that it was fair. I think it's called the Slablet, I think. But yeah, she's a little bit older than George. She is 11, so she's, I mean, I guess she's got like slightly more stuff, but there's really not too big of a difference. They're only like 2 years difference in age. But yeah, I think her room ended up so sweet. I have to say I'm so happy with like some of the items that we recently got with base game. Like for example, the little lamp that I've used in here, like the little critter lamp. It is so cute. It reminds me, like, see when you guys were younger, like, did you ever have those Sylvanian families? I was thinking of it because I know in America they're called calico critters. And so I was thinking, like, did you guys have those? Because I had them and they were so cute. I mean, they're so expensive, but they are so cute. I really want to like give the ones that I have to my future children. But yeah, it just reminded me so much because like I feel like she's the type of girl that like loves that kind of stuff, and she's got like the little critter lamp and it's just so cute. I love it. Like I honestly love it. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I was thinking that this is probably like an American kind of city. Don't know what one, but I feel like it gives me very like Americanish vibes. And then also I feel like, I don't know, it gives that like suburban vibe as well. I mean, most places have suburban areas, like the like Scotland and the, you know, the UK in general, like we have suburban areas. But yeah, I don't know, it gives me very like American suburban. But here is me doing the little greenhouse, which is of course for the dad. But yeah, this is the last bit of this video, so we are coming to the end. So I do just want to say a massive thank you all so much for watching. I am going to be you know, talking about the build in real time in just a moment, so please make sure you stick around for that, and I'll see you in just a moment. Hey, first of all, please excuse the lighting. As I was saying, there is a storm outside, so I've tried to get the best lighting I can, but it might not look great, and that is why. But here we are with the build, so I'm going to be showing you it in detail up close just so you can see it a little bit better, and yeah, get a better idea of everything that's going on. So I'm going to go into live mode. Just ignore this little guy down here. I was just using him to playtest the house. He's not actually part of the save file or anything. But here is the house in all of its glory. I think it looks so cute. We've got both sides, of course. You can see that the fence, it doesn't like go all the way up or anything. It's quite open, which I thought was pretty cute. And then here's the side bit as well, and then here's of course the back garden. So starting off at the front, we've just got, you know, the basic little entrance. I don't know if we're better to go into build mode to show you guys, but we have like the basic little entrance, and then round the side we also have like a little entrance slash exit way, which leads into the kitchen. We have our stove, we have the dining table, we've obviously got the climbing frame. By the way, I have a really loud mouse and I'm really sorry if you can hear it. I know you could hear it in the last one, just try and tune it out. But yeah, we have the little greenhouse, and this is how I decorated it. I thought it looked so cute, like it came out absolutely perfectly. I'm very happy with it. But yeah, let's get on to the inside of the house. I'm gonna go into live mode so that you don't have the lines, but on the inside you have got the floor plan. So this is the first floor. I think it looks so sweet. Now starting off, we of course have the little like office slash entrance space. This space is very cute. Try to clutter it up as much as possible, which I think is very apparent. Then the first door takes you through to the parents' bedroom, so that's this room right here. And I love this bedroom so much. I love this bed, I love the colour scheme. It's very simple, very plain, but I don't know, I just really like how it turned out. And I tried to fit in as much as I could. Although I could probably put a picture here. Do you think I should add one in? Oh god. You're seeing in real time how my brain actually works and functions. That's a cute picture. Okay, I'll put that there. Anyway, this is the parents' bedroom. Very cute, very sweet. Now, moving on, we have the dining room, which I think my sim has been playing around with because he has put a book on the table. But yeah, this is the dining room. So this is, of course, like the dining space. And then we have the little bookshelf. And then we've got like this little... I don't know what these are called, but they're so cute. I usually use the one from the Cats and Dogs pack, which is called My Parents' Knickknacks, I believe. But yeah, I've been using these base game ones and they're so cute. Now, by the way, I did decide to decorate the cupboards, so ta-da! I think it looks so cute. I just used the tool mod to put these up. Don't worry, you don't need to have the tool mod to download this. It should download it exactly like that. But yeah, I just used that for a little bit more realness. I thought it looked really, really cute. Use some different lighting just to kind of indicate that it is a cupboard and not a room. And then here we have this little like entrance slash exit way area. So we have got like the jacket hanging up, the shoes, and then this little kitchen hut. And then of course like the door which leads you out here. And then we have the kitchen. I love this kitchen with all my heart. I think that it's very basic, but it's so cute. It has lots of space. I was going to add like something more. Like my initial plan was to have this kind of fold in a little bit more. So if you could imagine, it would kind of come around like this. But I ended up not doing that. And honestly, I think it looks better being more open. But yeah, you can give me some feedback if you want to let me know what you think. But yeah, we've got the little like baby shoes, a calendar, and then this, never seen it before, such cute swatches. Decided to throw that in as well. That's a really cute swatch. Oh wait, should we make it? Okay. And then yeah, we then move on into the living room. So this is of course the beautiful living room. I love it so much. I think it is just so cute. We have a little fish tank. I didn't even mention that in the voiceover. We have a fish bowl. I thought that was very sweet. And then we've cluttered up some of these spaces as well, just to add a little bit more. And yeah, this room is super basic, but honestly, it's really spacious as well. And I think it has enough room for your Sims to get around and you know, even have like family game nights and stuff. That might be kind of fun. Now moving on, we have the bathroom. Now the bathroom is super simple, but we've got it here. We've added these like shelving pieces in, which I thought were super cute. And then we have like, of course, the actual bath slash shower. I believe, yeah, so for the like visual effect, I wanted it to kind of look like it was smudged into the wall, but of course if you bring the walls down it just looks like normal. But yeah, that was kind of my intention. And then we've got like the toilet area and of course like the sink and stuff over here. But yeah, that is the full downstairs, which I am obsessed with. Please let me know your own feedback and if you like it. I am now going to move on to the top floor. So starting off, I'm going to start off with this like little top area. So we of course have the chess table with the chairs, which I spoke about briefly. We then have this same little corner unit. I believe I used a different one. Yeah, here. I used a different one, but it's the same one that I used down here. And then we've got the plant, you know, the famous plant. Oh, space. Do we want to see another painting? You know, this isn't a limited price build, so I feel like it's alright to add a painting. This is a very nice painting. Oh wait, this is so cute. Oh, this is perfect. Yes. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Now I can go on with my day and feel like I have achieved something. But this is the top landing. It's super basic. There's not really much to say, but that is what it looks like. Then we have the older brother slash infant bedroom. This is personally probably my favorite bedroom. I love this. I think it's so cute and it tells a story and I just love it so much. So this is the Big Brother's like setup area, very cute. This wall is plain, but I am sure I did that intentionally because I added all of his like posters and stuff over here. And then I added him some like stuff on the walls, these little like, you know, TV show pictures as well. And then of course the infant doesn't have too much, but he does have these little like balloon decals and then also like a little nightlight, so I thought that was very sweet. And then he's also got a little rug. Then moving on, we have the bathroom. So this is just for the older brother. So it's very simple. He's just got shower, sink, toilet, and there is another bathroom upstairs which I'll show you now. And it is this one. Now it's got like a pink vibe going on unlike the blue downstairs, and it's very similar. Like we've got the same shelving things going on. I changed a lot of swatches though, moved some things around, like for example this, which is crooked. Let me just... There we go. As you can see, I'll be doing a lot of tweaking off camera, but yeah, we've got just kind of the same vibe going on, but it follows this pink vibe. And there is a bath, so of course if the older brother does want to use the bath, he can do that, since his room only has a shower. Then moving on to my second favourite bedroom. This is for the younger boy. This is for George. Sorry, I've not been using their names. That last room is for Jace and of course Rory, and then the mum and dad, which is Bridget and Henry. This room is of course for George. So he has got this little orange themed room. It's very basic, but I think it's so incredibly cute. He's got a little bookshelf. He's got like this bed here. He's got the little bear seat. It's just so cute. And then of course his little desk as well. He's got this little panda and he's also got like a bin underneath his desk. Super simple, but I really love how that turned out. And then we of course have the last bedroom, which is for Paige, and this is her little room. It is so incredibly cute. Very basic once again, but I feel like it tells a story. It's very sweet, and it's very girly as well, which I love. But yeah, I love the shades of like the blue and the pink together. They just look so incredibly sweet. But yeah, that is the top floor, and this is the, of course, outside, which I'd shown. I'll show you it all one last time. Yeah, that is it for the overview. Now, I had been asked if I could upload these builds to the gallery just separately for you guys to have, while also still creating the save file, and that's something that I did decide to do. So the builds, the previous ones are already on the gallery, and this one should be as well for you to download if you just want to download it right now. But yeah, they are of course for like a save file, so the idea is that at the end I will be uploading the whole save file, so you can just download them all like that. But yeah, I will be uploading them separately, so just to let you know about that. But thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!